In order to understand people better, we have to listen. And listen to learn. When we listen, we come to a place to better understand people's emotional state. When you listen, thank you, Carefree, you better understand people's emotional state. It's imperative that we understand their emotional state, because it's telling us where they are in their life. It's telling us who they are. It's telling us their perception. It's telling them how they think. It's telling us what they care about, what they love. It's speaking from the heart. Out of the mouth, the heart speaks. So it's imperative that we listen. If we don't come to a place to listen to what somebody is saying, where we don't listen to them to learn anything, then we cannot understand their emotional state. And if we can't understand their emotional state, we will create a view of what we expect and we want their mental state to be. In order to understand people better, we have to listen to learn. When we listen to people, we can better understand their emotional state. If we don't understand their emotional state that they are speaking to us, we will create our own view of what we expect of them and what we want from their mental state. So instead of Renway K Love, thank you, Creative Design. Instead of us, thank you for being a fan, Love. Instead of us listening to what they're saying, we decide to not listen and make up whatever we want to hear. When we don't understand people better and we choose not to listen, it's not about how much we care about the person. It's actually how much you care about yourself. I know this is going to get a little, but that's the fact of the matter is when we choose not to listen to people to learn who they are, then we really will never get to a place to understand their motive in our life. I'm going to say that again. If we don't get to a place to listen to learn where people's mental states are, what they're thinking, what their motive is for our life, then we will never ever truly know we'll never ever truly know what their motive is. If we don't listen to learn, we won't know what their intent is for our life. And we got to care about ourselves enough. Come on, Purpose. We have to care about ourselves enough to want to know, why do you want to talk to me? Why are you establishing a relationship? Why do you want to be in my circle? What is the reason for you to be connected to my life? And that's what we need. The problem is we don't want to hear what their motive is. We want to make our own story. And that's what the problem is. We want to make our own story. We want to create their mental state for them instead of them telling us what it is. The person looks good, it feels good. Okay, well, I want them to be in a relationship with me, but they're telling you that they're broken. If you really listen to what they're saying that they need love, and they don't need love from the opposite sex. They don't need love that is from a relationship, but they need love in general as a human being, as a person that is hurting. But because you want something else, you want a partner, you want a relationship, you want something more, you begin to create in your mind what their mental state is when they're telling you. Major, hey, Love, I'm telling you right now, we gotta listen to learn people. When we listen, we can better understand their mental state. And when we understand their emotional state, we understand their mental state, we can understand whether they're ready for a relationship or not. But the problem is that when we're ready for a relationship, it doesn't matter if they are or not. I'm going to say that again. When we're ready for a relationship, we don't care whether they are or not. And that's why we find ourselves in these toxic relationships, always wondering why, well, you don't love me that way. Have they ever? Well, you don't do this for me. Have they ever? You don't do that because you begin to deal with and be in a relationship with someone that was already broken and never healed. They was bleeding to you when you first met them. They was telling you how much they're hurting. They were telling you how much they were broken, but you wanted what you wanted, so you decided to be in a relationship saying, oh, well, I'll be able to fix them later. Hoping on a wish and a star that they would be able to change for you. Come on, Miss Pressure. I know there's some people out there that get what I'm saying. My beautiful Lola! I love you. I appreciate all of you that helped me make my goals. Shout out to Lola. Shout out to Nola. Shout out to Vegan. Shout out to my beautiful Steph. Shout out to everyone. Shout out to Native DJ Chosen. Shout out to you guys. I love y'all. I do. Stop pulling my car. What do you mean? Stop playing with me. Yes, come on, Purpose. Come on, Pressure. Purpose and Pressure are here for the topic. I'm telling you. We want something so much so that we don't care what the person is saying. And then we're kicking ourselves 10 years later, 10 years along the line, wondering why our relationships are so bad. Are you really choosing to understand people better because you love yourself more? That's what it is at the end of the day. We can point fingers to people all we want, but did you care about yourself enough to test the quality? Did you care about yourself enough when you met the person to listen and learn what they're saying from their heart? Did you care about that, or did you choose to do what you wanted to do and expect change later on? You knew it was broken, you knew they were hurt, but you chose somewhere in your mind that they will change, it will be different, I will heal them, without it ever actually happening. When we deal with relationships, one thing that we do understand is it doesn't matter how much I want you to change. If you don't change in your heart on the inward parts, it will never take effect. It will never take hold. You can change because I asked you to, and it will be good for 2, 3, 4, 5 months, maybe a week, maybe even a year. But somewhere along the lines, they revert back to what their heart is saying because they didn't change within their heart. Come on, Purpose. It's beautiful that the truth is not a discovery but a confirmation of what we already know. Yes, love of yourself and knowledge of self. Yes, thank you today. That's what I'm talking about. Right. So when we listen and we don't listen to learn, and we get to a place where we create our own views and ideas of what somebody's mental state is and not hearing what they're telling you it actually is, that's when we come into problems. And we always sit there and say, how come I mean, people don't listen and they never do anything right and they betray and they're wrong and they're this, but how did the relationship start? Was you really listening to what they had to say? It's harder to pay attention to what they are actually, it's harder to pay attention to what they're actually saying because it requires more effort. And what I mean by that is it takes patience to listen to what someone's saying to you about their heart. It takes patience to listen to what somebody is speaking when they're hurting. It takes patience to really hear what someone has to say. And it's more effort for me to listen and learn. And a lot of times people don't want to go through the effort, so they take things for surface. They take things that are on the surface. Well, they asked me out, so they must like me. No. If you heard what they were saying when they asked you out, they said when you got to dinner, they started talking about their mother was in the hospital. When you take things for surface and you don't really listen, the person asked you out so they can be comforted in the time that they're scared that their mother is in the hospital. It has nothing to do with you. It has to do with their need and their concern about their loved one being sick. But when we take things for surface, this person is asking me out while their mother's in the hospital, they really want to be with me, they really love me, they're really trying to talk to me. No, we gotta come to a place to really see things outside of the box. And when we can see it outside of the box, we can understand, okay, you're calling me because you need something from me, because you're going through something. It has nothing to do with you wanting a relationship with me or not. It's just that you need some comfort. Come on, purpose. But if we look at the surface of things, then we start getting confused because we allow our desires are louder than what the person is saying. I'm going to say that again. Our desires are louder than what the person is saying. We cannot hear what they're saying because we want that thing so bad. We want a relationship so bad, so we can't hear the person saying, you know what, I just want to be your friend. We can't hear that because all we see, oh, they love me, they love me, they love me. They gotta be in a relationship with me. No, they love you, love you, love you, but they're telling you that they would like you to be their friend. They want a friend relationship, and that's what happens to us. We begin to hear our desires are louder. Go within, right, Care? Come on, Lola. Come on. Our desires are louder than what the person is saying. So how can we hear their mental state if our mental state is louder than what they're saying to us? This is how we understand people better, is by listening. When you listen to learn, you will hear what people say and how they say it. You will hear what people say and how they say it. My beautiful Jean, welcome forward, Queen. You will hear what they say and how they say it, because body language is everything. So I'm listening to learn what the desires of their heart are. I'm listening to learn. The word says that out of the mouth, the heart speaks. If you just take some time to listen to what somebody's telling you or saying, you're going to hear whether they're broken. You're going to hear what they need. And when you hear what they need, you're not going to get confused about your needs and their needs. Because I said that if we don't listen to learn what the person is saying, we start creating views and creating things that they're saying out of their mouth, and it's not what they are saying, but it's what we want. And when we listen to what people are saying, and I say that we hear what they say, and we hear what they say, perception is everything. Yes. And when I say we hear what they say and how they say it, what I mean by that is, someone could tell you I'm okay, but you look at them and you see that their countenance is down. How they said it wasn't truthful. You understand body language. They're saying I'm happy, but they look sad. And we have to be able to be listening and paying attention to catch these things. Someone could continue to tell you that they love you with all their heart, but their actions don't speak louder than words. But because our desires is louder than what they are saying or doing, we go with our desire that is false evidence appearing real. We go with our desire that is false. Thank you, Starboy. And we end up in relationships that was never supposed to happen. We begin to, it brings you to a place of being wise. It brings you to a place of being smart. It brings you to a place of having that real unconditional self-love for you. I'm gonna break something down which is gonna get interesting. When we understand people better, we really care about what their motive is. We want to understand people better because we love ourselves that much. Anytime when you are dealing with really bad relationships throughout your life, and you're wondering why you're getting into these relationships, and you're wondering why your relationships are always toxic, and you're wondering why things are never working, you got to start bringing out the mirror to examine yourself. And what I mean by that is when we get to a place where we can't, I don't know, recharge so bad and feed the spirit. No, don't, Carefree. Your time and your love and your energy and your comments is everything. Thank you for being here, and thank you for your time, love. You don't have to do that. If you don't have, and no one has to ever come to my live and worry about gifting. I love y'all just like that. If you have it, I thank you for giving. If you don't, your presence is enough. Your presence is enough. I love you guys. I love myself more. When I come to a place to have self-love for me, I want to know what your motive is in my life. I gotta be in a place to understand. Hey, love. I gotta be in a place to understand people better because I love myself more at the end of the day. I'm gonna say that again. I'm in a place to understand people better because I love myself more at the end of the day. I need to figure out what people's motives are so I can redirect my energy into my divinity. If I care about what my divinity is, then I care about my relationships being divine. My relationships should be divine. They shouldn't be empty. They shouldn't be draining. They shouldn't be meaningless. My relationships should be divine. That's what I'm talking about. When I love myself more at the end of the day, then I care about how people think and I care about what they have to say, and I listen to learn to understand their emotional state, and I listen to learn to understand their mental state. Why? Because I love myself more. When I love myself more at the end of the day, I gotta figure out what your motive is, because if your motive doesn't align with my divinity, then it's not supposed to be here. We're not supposed to be connected. I'm done with empty relationships. I'm done with half-ass energy. I'm done with the leeches and the vampires. I'm worth more than that. I understand that now, so I'm gonna be better, and my relationships are going to be better. Come on, Lola. Come on, Starboy. Come on, Sunshine. Welcome forward, Vegan. I love you. Welcome forward, Queen. Come on, Coco. I see. I always say Choco, and then I start calling you Coco. I don't want to do that. To Choco. Yes, love. Come on. Come on now. Hey, Louie. You talking good. Come on, Pressure. I need to understand people better. And this gets a little bit more deep. A lot of times we accept relationships because people do good for us. I'm going to say that again. A lot of times we accept relationships because people do good for us. Right? Through our whole life, we've been dealing with people that are always abusing us, kicking us when we're down, always calling us out of our name, always have something to say, rolling their eyes, wishing for our downfall, making sure we don't get ahead, always trying to stop us going to another level, a higher frequency. We're so used to being let down. We're so used to people treating us bad. When someone does a good deed for us, we get happy. We're so blinded by the good deed, we're not listening anymore. But I'm telling you, king and queens, it don't matter if somebody's doing something good for you or bad for you. The only time we want to pay attention is when somebody hurts us. But we don't want to pay attention when somebody does good for us. No, if you're going to buy me something and give me something, I want to know what your motive is. I'm not just going to be happy. Yes, I thank you for what you did, but what was the purpose on you doing it for me? That's what I need to know. I need to know, are you for me or are you for what I'm for? Is it something that I have that you need? That's why you're doing good to me. But you're not just doing good to me because I deserve good being done to me. You're just doing it to me because it's something that I could give you. I mean, is somebody, do you guys understand what I'm trying to say? Do you love yourself enough? I'm done with getting handouts and then people creating relationships. You get happy because it's not what you're used to, but it's still not what you deserve. You get happy because it's not what you're used to. Somebody bought me a car. Oh my God, I'm so happy. It's not what I'm used to. Friends don't usually buy me a car. Family members don't usually buy me a car. I'm so happy. I celebrate you. I thank you. No. Yes, I thank you. You bought me the car, but I don't want the car unless I know the motive. And if I'm not divinely connected to you, come on, Carefree, then I don't need it because my divinity, my journey, journey, my destiny will bring me a car. I don't need yours that has underlying motives with blackmail and envy and jealousy and all the other things that are attached to it. I'm good. I dealt with that before. I went through it. I experienced it. I'm done with it. I don't need nothing from you. All I need is a true, real relationship. That's it. That's all I need from you. Thank you, Vegan. Thanks for my taps, love. I love myself more at the end of the day. That's why I understand people better. I need to know what your motive is. So it counts, the self-love in me counts on me listening to what you have to say. So you decided to preach it. Thank you, Sexy Vegan. DJ Eddie, hey love. Right. Divinity, divine inside, self-love. Divinity deals with you. It deals with self. I love myself more, so I gotta understand people better. It's not enough for me to take things for surface. It's not enough for me not to listen and learn what they are saying about themselves. I need more. I need more. I need to understand why they do what they do. I need to understand the connection. I gotta understand what their motive is. A lot of times we don't care about what the motive is if it's not negative. If it's negative, we want to know what their motive is. Why she lied to me. Why he lied to me. Why did this happen? Why did that happen? We're trying to be the ultimate detective when it comes to the negative things that were done to us. My pretty painter, Ivy, I love you. Welcome forward, love. McDaddy, welcome forward, King. We always want to figure out what's going on when it's negative. Oh, I don't know. I can't believe she lied on me. I can't believe she betrayed me. I can't believe this happened to me. She said she loved me, but she didn't. He said he loved me, but he didn't. I can't believe this is going on. We're thinking of that, and all we think about, we become the best detective when it comes to us being hurt. But we don't understand the hurt really comes from is when we love so hard, it hurts so much. It comes from the people that we thought was doing good for us, that bought us the car, that took us out, that flew us on vacation, that did everything there for us when we was going through our hardest time. When a family member was sick, they was right on time. They was always there, a phone call away, always around, always ready. It's those that hurt us so much, where the pain is so hard. I hurt so hard. I love so hard. That's why it hurts so much. The reason why. So why are we paying attention to the shallow things? Why are we paying attention to the people that are clearly doing us wrong? We should be that smart detective to the ones that are doing right by us. Why are you doing right by me? Why do you always keep me so close? What is the plan? What is the motive? And if we was able to figure that out for the people that we love so hard, that's why it hurts so bad, we wouldn't even have gotten to that extent of pain. If we just took time to listen and learn. If we just took time to listen and learn. Learn what the relationship is, learn what their motive is, learn what their emotional state is, learn what their mental state is. Because a lot of times they don't even see it themselves. But if you listen hard enough, you can hear their pain speaking, even through the lies. You can hear their pain speaking by their response. You can hear their pain speaking by their body language. Come on, Carefree. They're protecting their own views themselves onto you, right, Carefree? Come on now. That's the truth. No one on earth will exist. Great. Thank you, love. Riley, hey, love. And that's what I'm talking about. We come to a place to understand people better, and to listen to learn. When we're good with our current reality, with ourself. When we're good with our current reality, with ourself, we don't have to falsify our life. If we're good with our current reality of who we are and our authentic self, then we don't have to falsify relationships, falsely lead relationships, falsify our life, make our life a facade if we're okay with who we are. And when we're okay with who we are, then we want to find out what's going on. Ripley, I love, we want to find out what's going on and what people's motives are, because I'm okay with me. I don't need you to make me better. Do you see what I'm saying? I don't need you to make me better if you're not divinely connected to me. I don't need you to make me better if you're not divinely connected to me. Be good with your current reality with yourself and not a false reality with others. Be good with the current reality of yourself and not the false reality of others. Thank you. Yes. Yeah. Do you hear me? When we don't want to listen to what people are saying, when we come to a place that we don't want to understand people better, we are accepting a false reality with others. We're making their relationship what we want to hear and not making the relationship what it actually is. Vega, hey love, that's what I'm talking about. And you don't want to do that, because you'll never accept you for who you are. You'll never be good enough in your own eyes. You will never be in a place to understand that I deserve more than this, because you love yourself more at the end of the day. Oh, you're talking about understanding people, Candy. You're not talking about yourself. Us understanding people speaks volumes of your self-love. It speaks volumes of who you are. It speaks volumes of how much you care about yourself. I gotta listen to learn people and how they talk and who they are, because if they want to be connected to me, they gotta be transparent and they gotta be connected to my divinity, and they have to be all and everything that I am. You have to be able to listen to learn if you love yourself more. No longer can people sell you stories or tell you lies just to be in a relationship with you. Come on, Drip. No, when I love myself more now, you can't just sell me these surface words. These empty words are not working on me anymore. You buying me something materialistic is not going to work on me anymore. I need to know what your motive is, why you want to be connected to me, how you feel about me, how you truly feel about me, not what you say, but what your actions show. I really need to hear what you're saying and listen to learn your mental state and listen to learn your emotional state, to listen to learn, understand people better. When you understand people better, it speaks about how much you have self-love on the inside. It says that you just won't take any relationship, and you won't just take whatever somebody gives you or whatever somebody throws you or deals you. You will stand for the quality that you deserve. You will stand for those divine relationships. You will stand for your divinity. That's what happens when we understand people better. It shows that you're standing for your divinity. You're making sure that all your energy is redirected to your divinity. You're choosing to figure out some things to make sure that you don't waste your energy anymore.